Hi, it's Karen from the North Suburban YMCA. Thank you for joining me for core and functional strength today. What you'll need is a mat or a towel, your body weight, and then some type of strength training tool. I have some dumbbells here. You can use a soup can. You can use a bag with something heavy in it, like a couple of soup cans. Whatever's going to work for you to get you to use your muscles a little more, or you don't have to use anything. You can just use your body weight. What I'd like you to do is put on some music that you enjoy so that you can jam to it, and hopefully you'll still be able to hear me, and we are going to work out together. So let's start by marching in place with your chest up, your shoulders down, and your belly tight. Do a little step tap in front. Toes come up, reach those arms forward. You don't need a big space, you just need enough space to move. We are going to be doing some things on the ground, so you will want that towel or mat. Throughout class, I want you to engage your core with every exercise you're doing. Keep your chest up, your shoulders down, and that core engaged. Core and functional strength is basically a workout to build your core and your functional strength. Functional strength is strength that you would use in your everyday life to make a difference in your everyday life. Point that toe down. So we're going to be doing things like reaching up, reaching out, bending, picking things up, that kind of thing. And we're going to be working our core, as I said, the whole time. We'll be doing some basic core exercises like planks, bridges, that sort of thing. And then we'll add our tools like soup cans or dumbbells to build muscle. We warm up first, and then we will stretch at the end. Let's bring that leg behind you. Looks like this. Again, chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight the whole time. We're going to be doing our exercises when we get into the core and functional strength part of it after the warm-up for approximately a minute each. That doesn't mean you have to be able to do that exercise for a minute. I'd like you to do it to fatigue and then stop. What is fatigue? Fatigue is as many as you can do with good form. What is good form? I will be demonstrating good form. Let's bring those arms up to the sides and those legs out to the sides. But good form is essentially holding your body in the position so that you can use the muscles you're trying to use. And if you start using other muscles, like let's say your shoulders and neck get involved, or you start to jerk it, whatever that exercise might be, then that's when you get to stop. That's fatigue for you. And fatigue is good. We want to hit fatigue. I want you to work hard enough or use a heavy enough apparatus that you hit fatigue. If you don't, you might want to try go heavier the next time you do that exercise. Let's bring those arms up now. Up, up, reach, reach. Getting those shoulders stretched, upper back and chest a little bit stretched. Reach behind you a little bit. All right, let's march it again. We're going to take our leg in front of us and across now. You can always hold on to something to help you balance. It could be a table in front of you. It could be a chair beside you. Good. You're going to bring your arms the opposite way. Doesn't mean you have to twist. If you've got back issues, don't twist. Just reach. But again, if you're holding on to something, you can just hold on to that something. Warming up that body. That's what we're doing here. You might not sweat all that much during this class, but you might. But since this doesn't have a cardio component, you might not. Now we're taking that leg behind you. So it's a little cross behind. Same arm follows behind, opposite arm reaches out in front. Chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight. Reach. All right, I'd like you to have those feet wide. Keep them wide, lower yourself down into a little bit of a squat. Your back is flat. Now you're going to round it up, back down flat, round it up, down flat, round it up. 2 more times. Back down flat, round it up. Now we're going to reach for the floor, reach for the ceiling, reach for the floor, reach for the ceiling. Get all those joints down and up. You're flexing and extending. And like my students who take this class all the time prefer, we are going to start with our planks. So I'm going to lose my shirt. I got warmed up. That's the whole point, is to get warmed up. If you don't need to lose your shirt yet, that's okay. You can keep yours on. All right. We're going to start with our side planks. So come on down. Sideways on your towel or your mat. Options. Yes, you can do a side plank, but if the side plank isn't for you, you can do a single leg raise, you can do a clamp, you could do a 2-leg raise. For all of these exercises and for your planks, you want those shoulders stacked. If you're doing the leg raises, you're laying down on your arm like I was just doing. For your planks, you are stacked as well. You can either be on your elbow or your hand. You can plank to your knees or you can plank to your feet. You choose. I'm going to do it on my elbow today. Pick what you'd like to do. Again, shoulders stacked, hips, knees, and ankles stacked, belly, buttocks, and thighs are tight. Ready, get set, join me when you can. So again, you could be doing those leg raises. You could be doing a plank on your elbow or a plank on your hand. If you're planking and you find it to be easy, you could add leg raises. Push that chest up the whole time, pull your shoulders down the whole time, tighten your belly, your glutes, and your thighs. That chest up. Breathe. If you need to take breaks, take them. You can come down. You can put your arm down to help you. You can bring those hips down and up. Take breaks as you need them. You do not have to keep this going for the whole minute. This is your workout, and the most important thing for you to do is listen to your body. If you can't hold it for the whole minute, it means you picked a weight that is challenging for you, and you've hit fatigue. Remember, if you start to lose your form, that might be fatigue. You might be done. That's okay. Otherwise, we're all done. Come on down, switch sides. You can roll over and face the other direction. I'm going to turn so that I can still see you. Just kidding, so that you can still see me. All right. So, other side, remember, you can lay down and do your various leg raises, or you can plank to your elbow or to your hand. Stack your shoulders, hips, shoulders. Stack your shoulders, hips, knees and ankles. Tighten your belly, buttocks, and thighs. All right, ready? Get set. Join me. So you do what's going to be best for you. Remember, you can take breaks as you need them. I want your chest up the whole time, your shoulders down. When I say down, I mean pull down away from your ears. Your belly button to your spine. Your glutes and thighs are tight. And you're thinking strong. But you need to take breaks when you need them. If you need to bring those hips down, if you need to readjust some, you do. Chest is up, shoulders are down. Belly, buttocks, and thighs are tight. Why do I say it over and over again? Because as we start to get tired, we start to lose our form. So if you think about it, you might be able to hold it a little bit longer. But then when you're fatigued, take a break, or you get to stop entirely. You do the workout that's best for you today. Abs tight, glutes tight, thighs tight. Your chest is up. It's up. Your shoulders are down. And we are done. All right, we get to stand up now. We are going to do our regular plank and our rear plank or bridge, but I'd like you to stand up next. Get off that floor for a bit. And we are going to do a dumbbell squat. So, what we're going to do today for our squat is we're going to step out and down and come back up, and then out with the other leg and down and come back up. You can hold dumbbells. You don't have to. You choose what's going to be best for you. You can hold soup cans. You can hold a bag with some weight in it, whatever's going to work for you. I like to have my hands out in front of me. You might like to have your hands up here. You might like to have them down at your sides, although that gets a little bit in the way when you're bringing your leg out and into squat. All right, chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight. Join me when you're ready. You're going to step out, come up, step out, come up. What do we want to think about when we're doing this exercise? You want your knees pointing straight ahead the whole time. You want your chest up and your shoulders down. I want you to be able to see your computer the whole time. So your chest has got to be up in order to do that. I'm going to demonstrate it from the side. Your tush goes back. Your chest stays up. Your chest sort of stays in line with your lower leg. So that chest is up the whole time. Your knees point straight ahead. You go as deep as you can go. If you're a little tight like me this morning, you may not be getting super deep. That's okay. And you'll notice if you have your arms like me, you're doing an isometric bicep curl. Minute 1 is over. We're going to keep going with minute 2. I'm going to move my hands just for some variety. You can keep your hands where they were. You can move them. You could put your weights down if you were using weights and you feel like, that's enough weight. That's great. You can put one weight down. And just keep the other one in your hands. Chin stays in. Chest is up the whole time. Make sure your tush goes back. Your chest stays up. Those knees point straight ahead. You want to think about building strength. We're using our legs here. The front of your thighs, the back of your thighs, your glutes. You want to engage that core the whole time so your belly button is to your spine. All right, you get to put these down. Maybe you didn't use anything, and that's okay too. We're going to get down on the floor again. As soon as I grab a sip of water. And we're going to do our plank. If your body can't do a plank, that's okay. You can do a bridge. The plank is going to be on your elbows or your hands. If you want to choose to do a bridge instead, you're going to be flat on your back with your feet hip width apart, about a foot from your buttocks. And then you're going to push your hips up this way. Plankers, we're face down. So you pick what's going to be best for you. I'm going to plank to my elbows again today, but you could also plank to your hands. If you're planking, you want your elbows or your hands directly beneath your shoulders. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Everybody tighten your belly, buttocks, and thighs. Plankers, tuck your toes under your heels. Ready, get set. Push your hips up off the mat. So this is the position if you're planking, or this is the position if you're planking. You want to try to have your body in a straight line as best you can. If your hips need to be up in the air, that's okay. Just don't bring those shoulders towards your head. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Looks like this if you're on your elbows. If you're bridging, I want your shoulders pulled away from your ears as well. Everybody's got your abdomen tight. Your glutes squeezed tightly. Your thighs are squeezed. Your whole midsection is helping. From your hands or your elbows to your feet, if you are planking, from your shoulders to your feet, if you are bridging. Your glutes, push your belly button to your spine. If your hips start to sag, you may need a break. Remember, you can always take a break with any exercise. You want to stay in a straight line otherwise. If your hips are up, that's okay. Protect your back. Glutes, thighs tight. Come on down. All right, we're all flipping over. If you were doing a bridge, you can do another bridge and change it up. You could also try this plank. This is a rear plank. If you were planking, you can try the plank. This is the rear plank. You can either do it on your hands, where you would push your hips up, or you can do it on your elbows, where you would push your hips up. This bothers my shoulders, so I'm going to do it to my hands. If you look at me and go, yeah, I can't do that, then you get to do a bridge again, or bridge period. And your bridge, This time, if you did a bridge the first time, then you're going to change it to an up and down bridge where you're pulsing through. If you did a plank the first time, then you can do a bridge and hold it. Okay, everybody, pull your shoulders down away from your ears, squeeze your shoulder blades together, tighten your belly, buttocks, and thighs. Ready, get set, push your hips up off that mat. Again, whatever that's going to look like for you. You might be on your elbows. You might do a little while on your elbows and then switch to your hands. You might be on your hands or your elbows to start and then decide to do a bridge. Any of those works for me. Push those hips up, tighten your thighs and your glutes and your abdomen. If you are doing the rear plank, more than likely your upper body will get tired first. Again, if you need a break, take it. Don't use your neck. Don't stress out your face. Glutes are tight, thighs are tight, abs are tight. Shoulders are pulled down away from your ears. Shoulder blades are squeezed together. Hips are as high as you can hold them, whether you're bridging or planking. Breathe. Making yourself strong. How is this functional? You think, I don't ever do this in my day. We are strengthening the back side of our body, being able to hold us up so you can turn in bed more easily. Come on down. So that you can do all of your daily activities with these muscles stronger. We're getting back up again. So your planks are done, at least with me for today. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to do a lunge with dumbbells. So you can hold dumbbells in your hand, you can hold soup cans in your hand, you can hold nothing in your hand. You have options for the lunges. What do I mean by that? I mean, you could put one leg back and do a lunge over and over again on that leg. Great. You could take that leg back and up, do a lunge, come back up, pull in with your front leg, or you could alternate legs. One leg goes back, then the other leg goes back. I was thinking of turning and facing this way, which I'm going to do. So I'd like you to keep your feet straight ahead. You might have noticed my foot went like this because I was thinking about turning. I am going to turn so you can see it from the side. I'm going to do the same leg back and up, but I'm going to bring it back and bring it back up instead of leaving it there. You get to pick. Same leg over and over without moving, same leg over and over while moving, or alternating legs. Your chest is up, your shoulders are down, your belly is tight. Here we go. If we're doing same leg over and over, we're going to do that for the first minute, and then for the second minute, you're going to do the other leg. If you're alternating, you get to keep doing that for 2 minutes. So what do you want to think about while doing this exercise? You want your belly button to your spine. You want your torso tall the whole time. You want to go in a range of motion that works for you. If you can go all the way to the floor, great. You do not need to be able to do that. If you just do a little range of motion, I'm glad you're doing what you can. If you choose to do one leg over and over again and you fatigue before the minute's up, just switch to the other leg, and then switch back to the first leg again, and then switch back to the second leg again. You've got 2 minutes within which to work. When you're lunging, I want you to make sure you still have some weight on your front leg. Don't put all your weight on your back leg. You want to lower down and raise up. Using that front leg, whether you're staying in place, you still want weight on your front leg, not all your weight on your back leg. And we are switching legs, and if you're doing the same leg over and over again, you can keep going. Otherwise, you're going to switch legs, and once again, you can move that leg back and up, or you can leave it there. Go at a range of motion that works for you. My left knee is a little bit less flexible than my right, and right now, it's not really wanting to go down to the floor. Keep your chest up, your shoulders down, your core engaged. That's good form. Good form is being able to have weight on both legs, primarily on your front leg. If you find yourself wavering from those abilities, then you might be done with this exercise, or you might need to take a break. Stepping straight back, I'm going to demonstrate from the front now, not going behind your other leg like that, straight back. Chest is up the whole time, and we are done with this exercise. Okay, you can keep your apparatus in your hands if you want. You can put it down and use the lighter apparatus, or you can use no apparatus. We're going to do a shoulder press next. So that's with your hands bent up so that your soup cans with your dumbbells are on your shoulders. You've got a slight bend in your knees. Your tush is slightly back. Your belly button is tight to your spine. You're going to reach for the ceiling and come back down. Reach for the ceiling and come back down. Join me when you're ready. Okay, sorry, I want to make sure I started my watch so I know when a minute's up. Keep your neck out of it. You might find that going up with both arms at the same time is a little bit much, but you can do one arm at a time. What do I want you to make sure of? I want you to make sure your tush is back. Your core is engaged. I want you to make sure you keep your neck out of it. That tush is slightly back. My knees are slightly bent. My belly button is into my spine. My neck is not helping. Looking good, gang. So you can do one arm at a time, or you can do two as long as you don't use your neck. You might start with a bigger soup can and need to move to a smaller soup can. No problem. You might start with a soup can and then just need to work on range of motion with no weight. Also okay. We are done with that one. Next, we're going to do a bicep curl. So, let me get a little closer. I stood back there so you can see my hands go to the ceiling. You're going to lock your elbows at your sides with your tush slightly back, but your belly pulled to your spine. And you're going to curl those arms up and down. Notice my elbows are locked at my sides. Chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight. Join me when you're ready. I want you to control that weight all the way down. Often what happens is we bring it up slowly, but then we let it just drop down. Don't let it drop down. Up and down. Elbows are locked at your side. Your core is engaged. Belly tight the whole time. Neck stays out of it. As you get tired, you might have a tendency to want to throw your body back. Don't do it. Keep your body straight. Don't use the muscles around your collarbone or on the front of your neck. Keep those disengaged while you keep your core engaged. You think of making the TH sound like you're thinking. That will help you bring your transverse abdominals in. And those are the muscles you want tight while you do this. They protect your low back and they keep you from using the wrong parts to do this exercise. If you get tired, you could do one arm at a time, or you could go to a smaller weight. Well, we're done. All right, next on the agenda, we're going to be doing a deadlift. So, you've got your dumbbells in your hand. I'm going to stand sideways again. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together and keep your spine neutral with a neutral back, meaning you're not going to round as you go down. I want you to keep neutral the whole time. You're going to slide those weights down your legs with a little bend in your knees, although you can keep them straight. And you're going to be working the back of your legs. I want you to move only from your hip joint. Don't round your spine at all. Drive through your heels. Join me when you're ready. I don't get a great big range of motion because I have tight hamstrings. That's okay, that's who I am. You may be able to go all the way down to the floor. The key though is to keep that back flat. If you can go all the way down to the floor by rounding your back, that's not what I want you to do. I want your back neutral, flat the whole time, and then drive through those heels, hamstrings and glutes to come back up. If you're rounding your back, you could hurt your back. So I don't want you to do that. This is a hamstring exercise, not a back exercise. Yes, your back is holding you in place isometrically the whole time, as are your abdomen muscles, but I don't want you to be rounding that back and using them. I want you to use those hamstrings. Drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes at the top. Good. All right, now we're going to get down on the floor and we're going to do a lat pullover. So I can remember what we want to do. Okay, so you're going to lie on your back, bring your dumbbells with you, bring your soup cans with you. If you've got a heavier pair and a lighter pair, you might want to bring both pairs so that you can change it up as we do different exercises. We're going to start out lying on our back. We're going to do a lat pullover. So there are options for your legs. I'll demonstrate those first. You can have your knees up and your feet flat. You can have your legs out straight. You can have your knees up and your feet out. The objective here is to push your belly button into your spine, whichever way you have your legs. This is going to be where you get your leverage as you do this next exercise. You're going to take your dumbbells in your hand, or your soup cans, or maybe nothing. You don't have to use anything for this. You're going to bring those arms straight up over your head. Then, moving your shoulder joint only with a tiny bend in your elbows, you're going to bring those arms over your head and back up. The muscles that we're trying to use are your lats. As you go down and up, you're going to pull with these muscles on the back of your shoulder blades. You're going to get your leverage from your abdomen. All right, so join me when you're ready. Arms are up and going down and up. I actually prefer this position for me. It helps me to keep my core engaged. Lots of my students like their legs out straight or their knees up and their feet flat. Do what works for you. I want you to keep your chin tucked in the whole time and your neck relaxed. Your neck is not helping. Remember I talked about getting your leverage from the bottom of your abdomen? Push your belly button to your spine, and as those dumbbells get way back towards the floor, I want you to really engage that core, bring your belly button to your spine, and use that as leverage to help you get those weights up. Neck is relaxed. Pull with your back. All right, we are done with that one. You're going to put your dumbbells down for now. And you're going to put your feet flat on the ground. We're all going to do a bridge now. And if you did a bridge earlier, that's okay. You can do it again. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want, you can take a dumbbell or two and put it on your hips. If you do that, however, I really want you to hold on to it. Don't let go. A lot of people think that they can let go and the dumbbell will stay there. If that dumbbell rolls, it's ending up in your face. Feet are hip width apart. Shoulders are pulled down. Shoulder blades are squeezed together. Tighten your belly. Your thighs and your buttocks are going to help too. And we're going up and down. Up and down. Your head stays down. I just wanted to look at my watch and make sure I had hit the start button. Push through your hamstrings again and your glutes. Squeeze your buttocks together. Keep your abdomen tight the whole time. Keep your chin tucked in, your neck and shoulders relaxed. Hips are going up and down, using those glutes. Pushing your belly button to your spine. Use that to help keep things stable. You'll notice I say that a lot. Why? Because those muscles are where I want you to get your leverage from for most of your exercises. You want to engage that core. Everything can be a core exercise. Shoulders are down. All right, we're done with this one. Take those dumbbells off of your hips, or if you didn't have them on your hips, you're going to take them in your hands now, and we're going to do a chest fly. So legs can be the same, knees up, feet flat, legs out straight, or legs up. You're going to take your dumbbells in your hands, and this time you're going to have your palms face each other, and you're going to open and close those arms with a slight bend in your elbows so that your elbows would touch the floor, not your hands. So those dumbbells are staying away from the floor. Join me when you're ready. You're opening and closing from your chest. Your chin is tucked in. Your neck is relaxed. You're using your chest muscles. You might feel this in your arms. They do attach down on your arms. Adjust my back for a second. Make sure your back is comfortable too. Remember, your knees can be up with your feet flat on the mat. Your legs could be out straight. You find the position that's most comfortable for you. As I said, most of my students do it either like this or like this. But for whatever reason, for my back, It likes to be like this. So I'm respecting that and listening to it. Your neck is relaxed, your chin is tucked in, your shoulders are staying down away from your ears. Your palms face each other the whole time. All right, we're done with this guy. Get to put those dumbbells down again. Now I'd like everybody to straighten out their legs. We're going to do a little abdominal exercise. All I want you to do is tighten that abdomen to kind of pull up and go back down. It's not a big range of motion. You're pushing that belly down. You're moving that rib cage. So join me when you're ready. If you think your neck might get tired, or if this is a more comfortable position for you, you can put your hands behind your head. I like to do that because I like to stretch out my shoulders and my chest, but it's not a position my shoulders love, so I'll probably come out of it in a little bit. My neck is not helping. It's all rectus abdominis, bringing your rib cage towards your pelvis, and you're doing that TH sound as well, and pushing your belly button to your spine using your transverse abdominals too. Just a little curl and down, curl, down, up and down. If your neck starts to get tired, you get to be done. Try to rest your head on your hands if your hands can get into this position. And if you have inflexible shoulders like me, you might not be able to, and that's okay. All right, we are done with that exercise. Grab your dumbbells again. We're going to do triceps extensions now. So remember when we had our dumbbells in our hands and we were going over our head? That's not what we're doing now. Now we're bending and straightening. So you could have your legs out straight. You could have your knees up and your feet flat. You could have your knees up and your legs out. Push your belly button to your spine. You're going to have your arms straight up in the air now. And then you're going to bend those elbows to bring those dumbbells towards the crown of your head, or maybe the top of your head. And you're going to bend and straighten. Join me when you're ready. Neck is relaxed, chin is tucked in. Triceps, the back of your arms. These are the muscles that help you push things away from you. Neck is relaxed, shoulders are down. Remember your belly button? Get your leverage from there. Belly button to your spine, no matter where your legs are. If you find this to be hard, you could do one arm at a time. Keep the neck out of it. If you find it to be easy, you can take your elbows, bring them a little further back. Your dumbbells might go all the way behind your head. That's fine too. Challenge you. Neck is relaxed. Use your abdomen for leverage. Chin is tucked in. We are done. Dumbbells go down again. Okay. We're going to do a single leg bridge now. So that's going to be taking the other ankle and putting it on your thigh, or you can hold it straight up in the air. What we're going to do is push the hips up and down, either with your ankle on your thigh or your legs straight up in the air. You choose what's going to be best for you. You could add a little extra weight by putting a dumbbell on your hips. You choose. Shoulders are down, shoulder blades are squeezed together, tighten your belly. Join me when you're ready. Up and down from the hips. So this is what it looks like with the ankle on the thigh. I like this one because you get a little stretch in your piriformis. But here's another option. You have that leg straight up in the air. You choose. I want you to squeeze those glutes. Another option would be to have that leg straight out. This is a longer lever. It might be a little more challenging. So you pick. What's going to feel best for you? You could vary it up. Like me, I'm just sort of demonstrating the different positions. It's really whatever's going to feel best for you. The objective is to get those hips up and down using your glutes. You're especially using the glute of the leg that is planted But I want you to squeeze the glute of the other leg too so your hips stay as level as you can get them. Typically, the hip of the leg that is not working, we are done, starts to drop down. So you want to try to keep it up. Okay, now you're going to take the other ankle and put it on the thigh, or bring the leg up in the air, or bring the leg out. I'm going to demonstrate them all again. Shoulder blades are pulled down from your ears. Shoulder blades are squeezed together. Ready, get set, up and down. So up and down those with your hips, using your glutes on both sides. Belly button tight. So remember, you can change it. Squeeze both glutes as best you can. Having that leg wherever is most comfortable for you. Again, this is probably the hardest one with that leg out straight. But you choose what's going to be best for you. Try to squeeze both glutes. Keep your neck out of it. Keep your abdomen engaged. Alrighty, come on down with that leg. Put your dumbbells down. All right, next we're going to do another rectus abdominis exercise. You're going to reach for your knees and come back down. Reach for your knees. So this time your knees are up. You can reach for your knees with your rib cage, not your hands, so you're not using your neck as much. You can rest your head on your hands. So you pick. Join me when you're ready. Curl up a little and down. Curl up a little and down. Head resting on your arms, or you could have those arms out in front as long as you're not using your neck. We're working these muscles here, pushing your belly button to your spine and then curling up. Neck is relaxed. Curling up and down. Nice breaths. Breathe out as you curl up. Breathe in as you go down. Looking to see what else I want to do. Got it. Alrighty. What we're going to do now is we're going to flip over onto our hands and knees. My hair back up because it will hang in my face and I won't be able to see you, and that's not fun. All right, so tighten your belly and roll over or roll up onto your hands and knees. Okay, if you have a soup can or a dumbbell, you're going to take one hand and put it on top of that, and then you're going to get your spine neutral. So you could try arching up, coming down, and then finding a neutral position. You're going to take your other soup can in your other hand. So I'm actually going to demonstrate here. This hand's resting on my soup can or my dumbbell. This hand's going to be doing the work. I'd like that spine to be neutral, your knees about hip width apart, and your hands down right below your shoulders. I'd like you to squeeze your shoulder blades together, like that. And I want you to pull that dumbbell up and down with those shoulder blades squeezed together, your shoulders pulled down from your ears the whole time. Ready? Let's go. This is called a dumbbell row. Belly button is to your spine. Make sure you squeeze those shoulders together and then pull up. You're using your middle back muscles and your upper back muscles. Keep your shoulders pulled down away from your ears. And remember to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Pull with that back. Keep that back flat the whole time. Tailbone is in the air. Back is flat. Make sure to squeeze those shoulder blades together. All right, we're going to switch arms, other side. Make sure you've got that tailbone in the air, your belly button to your spine. Ready? Squeeze the shoulder blade and pull up. Squeeze the shoulder blade and pull up. Tailbone is in the air, belly button is to your spine. About using your back, now it's your neck. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades and then pull with your back. We're almost done. 3 more seconds. All right. Put your soup cans off to the side. We're going to go on our hands and knees now, just like we were, but now you've got your hands on the ground. Push your back up, drop your head back down and find neutral. Put your belly button to your spine. What we're going to do now is we're going to lift up one leg one leg and the opposite arm, then bring it back down. We're going to do one side and then the other. Try to keep your hips level the whole time. Join me when you're ready. Straighten and bend. You put your hand that's stationary in a position that's comfortable for you. Some people like that hand pointing straight ahead. Some people might want to be on a fist. Use your dumbbell again and hold on to your dumbbell. Try to keep your hips level as you go up and down. Try it on the dumbbell. My wrist is not loving me today. Hips are level. At a nice, slow, easy pace. Up a little bit, I'm hitting my furniture. Back is flat. Hips are as level as I can keep them. Looking straight down. Look up at the screen if you need to occasionally. We are done. We're going to switch sides. So let's reset. Push your back up. Drop your back down. Find neutral with your belly button to your spine. You're going to keep your hips level the whole time now. You're going to raise up the other arm and leg. Join me when you're ready. Your back is flat. Try and keep it flat the whole time. Your shoulders are pulled away from your ears. Keep that belly button to your spine. This is a core exercise. We're working the front of your body and the back of your body at the same time. You're moving your knee joint, your hip joint, your shoulder joint. You're keeping the other side stable. Your belly button is to your spine. You're holding yourself in place with your abdomen and your low back muscles. Your glute muscles are helping. Your shoulder muscles are helping. Straight down. When I say your glute muscles and your shoulder muscles are helping, you're probably thinking it's the ones that are moving. But they're not the ones that are stabilizing you. This glute, this shoulder are stabilizing you. All right, come on back down. And I'm going to look and see how far we are into our workout. All right, we have 2 more minutes. Great. And then we get to stretch. So what we're going to do now is you're going to be here, and I want you to bring your heel towards the ceiling. But this time, we're going to alternate legs. You really have to work to keep those hips level. Join me when you're ready. Bring your heel towards the ceiling. So you're going up with a bent leg instead of a straight leg. Shoulders are down. Lift toward the ceiling. Knees are underneath your hips. Hands are down below your shoulders. Belly button is to your spine. Try to keep those hips level. The tendency is going to be to really turn and turn. I don't want you to turn. I want you to just lift. Try to keep those hips in place. So you're using your glutes, your hamstrings, your low back, your abdomen. Try to keep your neck neutral. Don't look up in front of you. If you look at the screen and you know what you're doing, then you're just going to focus on what you're doing. If you occasionally look back, that's okay. We, however, are done. Sit back on those feet. Drop your head down between your arms. One more exercise and then we're going to stretch. So I'm going to ask you to come up onto your knees. If you're not comfortable on your knees, you can absolutely do this exercise standing. If you're standing, I want your tush back slightly. And everybody's going to tighten your abdomen. You're going to bring your arms in front of you and then bring them out to your sides. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pull your shoulders back and down. I'm going to turn around. My shoulders coming back and down. Pulling from down here, pulling those shoulder blades together. Join me when you're ready. Pull those shoulders back and down. Opening up that chest. Pull your shoulders back and down. If you're kneeling, you can squeeze those glutes too. If you're standing, I want your tush back. Shoulders going back and down. Belly button to your spine. Shoulders are going back and down. Good job. And we are done. Let those arms come down. I want you to bring them in front of you. I want you to open up your chest. And we're going to now lie down and stretch together. So, on your back, come join me. Legs are going to be out straight. Arms are going to be up over your head. Tuck your chin in. Relax your shoulders. If your arms don't go up over your head, that's okay. You don't have to put them there. You find a comfortable spot for you. We're just trying to stretch out your front. Nice deep breath. Now bring your arms down by your sides. Flex your hands and feet, pulling your fingers and toes towards your head, and then I want you to push those shoulders down again. Tuck that chin in. Nice deep breaths. One more deep breath in. Exhale, let it all flop. Bring your knees up, put your feet flat. Take your right ankle, put it on your left thigh. You can push that right knee away. If that feels good, just hold it there. Or if you'd like, you could pull your left leg up and get a slightly different stretch. Tuck your chin in, push your shoulders down. Breathe and relax. We're going to do 4 stretches for the right leg, followed by 4 stretches for the left leg. If you lifted your left leg up off the floor, please set it down. Straighten your right leg up in the air. Hands go behind your right thigh. Straighten your left leg out on the mat. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, gently pull that toe towards your head. Try to get your legs, both of them, as straight as you can. And try to get both feet as flexed as you can, while your chin is tucked in and your shoulders are down. Pull that leg a little closer and move your right ankle around. Your right knee might bend a little as you pull it closer. That's okay. We're trying to stretch the back of the thigh. So as long as you feel a stretch, I don't care what your leg looks like. It may not be anywhere near straight. Not a problem. You might have your knee touching your nose. Not a problem. The closer you can get your knee to your nose, the more flexible you are. But there's no comparison. We're just who we are. Arms go out to your sides like you're a letter T. With your palms facing the ceiling, you're going to take that right leg, drop it over to your left. Just let gravity push you down. We're stretching from the outside of the right ankle all the way to the inside of the right wrist. Everything in between. Nice deep breaths. Tighten your belly. Take your left hand, put it by the inside of your right thigh. Push your right leg up. Hug your right knee into your chest. Tuck your chin in. Pull your shoulders down while you pull your leg up. Try to get your left leg as straight as you can. And we're going to do stretches for the left leg now. So set your right foot down with your right knee up in the air. Now your left ankle is going to go on your right thigh. You're going to push that left knee away. Tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders. You can either leave it there, or if it feels good to you, you can pull that right leg up. Again, make sure you're pulling up with your arms, but your shoulders are down and your chin is tucked in. I don't want you to be pulling with your shoulders. Keep them down. Stretching the outside of the left hip, down the left thigh, maybe the inside of the left hip. You might feel it in your left knee, all of which are okay. If you picked your right foot up, please set it down, straighten your left leg up in the air. Hands go behind your left thigh. Now you're going to straighten your right leg out on the mat. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, try to get both legs as straight as you can. Flex both feet as much as you can, pulling your toes towards your head. Tuck your chin in. Push your shoulders down. Nice deep breaths. Now you can pull that left leg a little closer and move that left ankle around. Again, your left knee might bend. That's okay. Keep that chin tucked in. Now your arms go out to your side like you're a letter T. With your palms facing the ceiling, take that left leg and drop it over to your right. Just let gravity push you down. Feel the stretch from your left ankle to your left wrist. Try to let everything relax. Tighten your belly. Take your right hand, put it by the inside of your left thigh. Push your left leg up. Hug your left knee to your chest. Tuck your chin in. Pull your shoulders down while you pull your leg up. Try to get your right leg as straight as you can. Chin is tucked in. Now you're going to add your right leg to your left so you have both knees hugged in. And you can roll it a little left and a little right. You also don't have to. Chin is tucked in, shoulders are down. All right, now bottoms of your feet are going to face the ceiling for a happy baby stretch. You're going to reach behind your thighs. Gently try to pull your knees towards your armpits. You'll feel that stretch change slightly. Easy for me to say. You can roll left and right again. All right. Now you're going to stop in the middle, let go of those legs, tighten your belly, and roll over or roll up onto your stomach or your side. This is what this stretch will look like from your side. I prefer to do it on my stomach, so I'll give a quick demonstration here. If you're on your side, you're going to lay on your arm. You're going to take your left arm or your other arm, put it by your leg, and you're going to bend back and try and grab that sock, shoe, foot, or ankle. I like to do it on my stomach. So I'm going to take my fist and put it under my forehead. I'm going to take my other arm, put it by my side. I'm going to bend that leg and bring my heel towards my buttock, trying to stretch my quad. If you can grab something like your pant leg, sock, shoe, foot, or ankle, and gently assist that pull, great. If not, still great. However, if you cramp up in the back of your thigh, please take a break and straighten out that leg, and then you can try bending it again. If it cramps a second time, you get to be done with this exercise. Everybody take a deep breath. As you exhale, deliberately relax your shoulders. Let your head sit down onto your arm, whether it's your ear touching your arm or your forehead touching your fist. Now let's switch sides. So if you're on your side, you're going to roll over and put your head down on the other arm. And put your foot down, put it by your body. If you're on your stomach, you're going to put your other fist under your forehead. The leg that has the arm bite, you're going to bend it, bring your heel towards your buttock. Grab your pant leg sock shoe, foot, or ankle. Do that. You do not have to. And remember, if you cramp up in the back of your thigh, straighten out your leg. When the cramp goes away, you can try it again. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax your shoulders, let your head sink onto your arms. Breathe. Stretching the front of the thigh of the leg. We're going to let go of that leg. Come on up onto your elbows. Drop your head down and stretch out. Hang here, stretching out your neck. You can either stay here, or if you don't have osteoporosis in your spine and it feels good, you can go up into a cobra stretch. If you do have osteoporosis in your spine, this might be a little too much flexion for it. In which case, you don't have to do this one, just stay on your elbows with your head stretching. All right, come on up onto your hands and knees. Push your back up, drop your head. Back down, lift your head up. Push your back up, drop your head down again. From this position, sit back onto your feet. Drop your head down between your arms. Walk your arms as far away from your body as you can. Drop your head between your arms. One foot. Relax your neck. Shake your hands to the other foot. Walk your hands to the hips of your neck. If there are any of these stretches that aren't right for you, come on back to the middle. Come on up onto your knees. You can also do this stretch standing. I like to add a little extra cushion under my knee. I'm going to put my right leg back first, my right knee on the ground. If you're standing, you're going to put your right leg back. If you're on the floor, you're going to bring your left leg up in front. So, if you're standing, hold on to the wall or something. If you're on your knees, or if you're standing, easy for me to say, the leg that's back, that arm's going to go up, bend behind your head, tuck your chin in, push your head back into your hand. You want to get your torso as straight as you can. We're doing triceps, chest, hip flexor stretch. If you're standing, your back heel comes up. You're going to bend both knees and push your hips forward. If you're on your knees, you could also gently come forward slightly. You want to get a stretch in the front of the hip of the leg that is back, as well as the tricep on that side. Deep breaths, torso tall. All right, let's switch sides. If you're standing, you're going to hold on with the other arm. You're going to put your other leg back. If you're on your knees, you're going to bring the other foot in front. The leg that's back for everyone, that arm's going to go up, bend behind your head, tuck your chin in, push your head back into your hand. If you're standing, you're holding on. The heel of your back leg's going to go up. You're going to bend both knees and push your hips forward. If you're on the ground, you can gently come forward. You want to make sure that the knee of this leg does not go in front of the toes. Torso is tall, shoulders are down. Breathe, feel that stretch in the front of your hip, on your triceps. All right, let's stand up. One more set of stretches and we are done. You're going to take one leg and put it in front of you. The other leg is going back. The leg that is back is straight. You're going to roll your shoulders back and down. Feel free to hold on to something if you need to. And maybe even if you don't think you need to, you might lose your balance. This is a balance challenging exercise. Back leg is straight, back heel is down, front leg bends. Now, keeping that back heel down, I want you to bend that back leg slightly. Stretching your muscles slightly differently. Actually, different muscles that you're stretching, you feel it through your Achilles, maybe through your heel. Roll your shoulders back and down again. And let's switch sides. The leg that is back is straight, that heel is down. Roll your shoulders back and down. Make sure your front leg is bent. Remember, feel free to hold on to something. Torso is tall, shoulders are down. Now, keeping that heel down, bend your back leg slightly. Roll your shoulders back and down again. For 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Come on up. Give me 3 deep breaths and we are done. Breathe in. Breathe out again. In and out. One more time. Deep breath in and out. I hope you feel good. I hope you had a good workout. You might not have sweat very much, but I'll bet you built some strength. Here I am. Have a terrific day. Hope to see you next time and hope to see you back at the Y soon.